Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Is Our Life. This is cleaner lubricant preservative. We spray this on ourselves and put it in our food every day so we will be preserved. Actually, it's not for human consumption. But anyway, so my wife was just telling me something, and it reminded me of something, and I thought I'd tell you about it. There are, regular viewers, well, not like I have many regular viewers, but my regular, and by the way, the temperature is freezing right at this moment. It's 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Anyway, or 0 degrees Celsius. Anyway, I pretty much grew up in and out of institutions. The last one I was in ostensibly because they said they wanted to try me as an adult. So I got sent back to the place I had just gotten out of. Anyway, while I was there was, now mind you, the staff in these places left much to be desired. They needed to be institutionalized far more than the rest of us did.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, there were staff that openly admitted that they could not handle the treatment that we received from their hands. You know, there was a guy they hired once. He pulled a switchblade on a kid. Didn't get fired for it either. Physical assaults from staff were common. Anyway, there was this guy who worked there. His name was Sam Walker. He was one of the a-hole staff members. Most of them were a-holes, but you know, when you got somebody good in there, they usually didn't last long. And there were 2 or 3 of those the entire 3 years I was in that particular place. And anyway, there was this lady who also worked there, and this is in the dorm. Walker was a dorm staff, or he worked in the dorm. I mean, he was a staff member in the dorm. And there was this lady who also worked in the dorm, and she was married. Well, he and she kind of got together, so to speak. And she told her husband. And one day what happens? I think this was during the summer, because we were there in the dorms during the day, and during the school year you weren't in the dorm during the day, you were in what passed for a school, which didn't amount to much. They were there to warehouse us, not to teach us. That lady and her husband walk into the dorm. Her husband has a handgun. He's looking for Sam Walker. Sam Walker found out about it, and he skedaddled. He left the state. He moved out to like New Mexico or Arizona or someplace like that, and he got a general delivery address. His mail was sent general delivery because he didn't want this guy finding out where he lived.
Cool.
This is the kind of people that worked in those institutions. I mean, what can I say? You know, that's sadly typical of the kind of people that work in places like that. By the way, the name of that institution was the Devereux Foundation. The Devereux Foundation, that particular location, that particular campus, was south of Coletta Creek in Texas, south of Victoria, Texas, and north of Goliad, Texas. I want to say it's Highway 59, but I'm not sure if that's correct or not. But it was on several acres. The campus was split into two parts of campus. I was in Woodlands Division, and there was Anderson Division. The M.D. Anderson family helped to fund the Anderson Division at one point, but thankfully they stopped funding it. M.D. Anderson family, for those who don't know, the M.D. Anderson hospitals in Houston. I don't know where else. I believe they're very charitable. But anyway, I mean, I could tell you all sorts of stories about abusive staff and dumb staff and crazy staff and things like that. I don't want to mention the names of the good people because I don't want anyone to go after them or to somehow get them confused with the bad people. 2 people offhand I can remember were really good. Neither one lasted very long. One was a school teacher, a math teacher. She lasted a year, 1 school year. The other was a dorm staff. He lasted a few weeks. That was it. You know, the rest of the people were all punks. Gangbangers, gangbang wannabes, street punks, bullies, high school bullies, drug addicts, etc., etc. So, anyway, that's all I have to say.